In a world where empires rise and fall, one man's faith shines through the flames of oppression. This is the story of Daniel, a young exile who proved that the God of heaven still rules over the kingdoms of men. When King Nebuchadnezzar conquered Jerusalem, he carried away its brightest young men, among them Daniel, Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah. Daniel 1:1-6. Far from home, surrounded by a culture of idols, Daniel made a choice. He resolved not to defile himself with the king's food or wine. Daniel 1:8. And because he stood firm, God gave him wisdom and favor beyond all others. One night, the king had a dream that no one could explain, until God revealed it to Daniel. The dream showed a statue of gold, silver, bronze, iron, and clay. Kingdoms that would rise and fall, but in the end, the God of heaven will set up a kingdom that will never be destroyed. Daniel 2:44. When Daniel told the king the meaning, Nebuchadnezzar bowed before him, declaring, "Surely your God is the God of gods and the Lord of kings." Daniel 2:47. But Daniel wasn't the only one tested. His friends refused to bow before the king's golden image, boldly saying, "Our God whom we serve is able to deliver us. But even if he does not, we will not serve your gods." Daniel 3:17-18. They were thrown into a furnace so hot it killed the guards. Yet when the king looked inside, he saw 4 men walking unharmed, and the 4th looked like a son of the gods. Daniel 3:25. Years later, Babylon's pride reached its peak. King Belshazzar threw a feast using sacred temple cups to praise idols. Suddenly, a mysterious hand appeared and wrote on the wall, "Mene, Mene, Tekel, Parsin." Daniel 5:25. Daniel interpreted the words. God had numbered Belshazzar's days, weighed him, and found him wanting. That very night, the mighty Babylonian Empire fell. Under King Darius, Daniel's faith once again faced the test. When jealous officials tricked the king into banning prayer, Daniel still knelt 3 times a day, giving thanks to God. He was thrown into a den of lions, yet through the night, the lions' mouths stayed shut. At dawn, Daniel was found unharmed. Darius then proclaimed, "The God of Daniel is the living God, and he endures forever." In his later years, Daniel received visions of things to come, empires, rulers, and the final victory of God's kingdom. He saw one like a son of man, coming with the clouds of heaven. Daniel 7:13-14. His dominion, Daniel wrote, is an everlasting dominion that shall not pass away. From the fiery furnace to the lion's den, from dreams to divine visions, Daniel's story reminds us that even when the world demands we bow, faith stands tall. The God who delivered Daniel still reigns today, sovereign, faithful, and victorious. Those who are wise will shine like the brightness of the heavens, and those who lead many to righteousness, like the stars forever and ever. Daniel 12:3.